And Mahomes going to put it up right away. Complete. It's Dotson. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Evades him at the 20. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night.
Set, ready. Watch it,
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he's going to try and do this himself. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. His throw incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
In motion right is Wilson. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They've had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other. Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10. Once again from the 28.
The Colts had 6 and 7. The game under 500 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight. So trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight. And when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around. And I expect them to play really well here.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This is caught. Touchdown, Colts.
Jalen Tolbert.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Colts put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Ready.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
Ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready. Go.
They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with 1 complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It's a quarterback sneak. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Okay.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll go option to the short side. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Travis Etienne, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Oh, this is blocked. The Colts have it. And now off to the races, down the right side. The 30, 10, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points.
Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's a second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. Now back to throw. On the move to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing now is Mahomes. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
It's a gain of 2.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got it. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Mahomes going to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now from way back there after the sack, it's 3rd and goal, a long 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 2. Dancing to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Gano's kick is good, and they double their lead, pushing it up now to 12-6.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out.
So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Gano out to kick this one away.
Here's Moore. He will return it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Going for the deep ball. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Hey, give him credit. That's a good, solid game there in the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Going for it, here's ETN.
And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
In motion right is Wilson. They'll try and throw for it here. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
They'll set up to throw.
Right back to Davis. It's complete.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
That's complete. It's down in Duvernay.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll go option to the short side. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
A give, it's ETN off the option.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up a throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Mahomes now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now they'll run the the option to the short side left.
On the move past the 40.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there. 26 yards.
And the Chiefs have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Yellow. Hey, 43.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. On 1st down, Mahomes.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. It's caught. Tolbert. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to... And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor,
a 3-yard touchdown run.
and the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Chiefs take over first and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive. They watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it first and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll look to throw now on first down.
He finds Wilson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Colts are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes will throw.
And Ingram hauls it in. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Mahomes.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Mahomes.
Finds his tight end Ingram.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Mahomes.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation. And now it's blocked. Oh, the Chiefs have got it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there's a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, is being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Darrell Taylor in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least he'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone.
Come on, set.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Colts, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.